It is time for you to be financially free by Patricia Diane Cota-Robles. Affirm this daily to embody prosperity. I am prosperity. I let go of the misconception that anyone or anything can withhold from me all that is abundant. Universe has for me now. I am an open door and all kinds of riches flow to me now. I am an irresistible magnet with the power to draw to myself the supply of all good things according to the thoughts, feelings, and mental pictures I continually hold in my consciousness. I realize that I am responsible for my life situation and I have the power to create whatever I wish in my life. As for this moment, I choose to create for myself a life of health, success, happiness, and prosperity. I know that this universe is filled with abundance, and I accept these riches into my life now. I choose limitless abundance for myself and for all humanity. I know all of my needs will be perfectly met at all times. Rapid changes come in all aspects of my life as I now open my mind to the unlimited resources of this universe. All of my financial affairs are now in perfect order. I love doing my work and I am richly rewarded both creatively and financially. I give my love, my gifts, my all, and I am therefore rich, well, and happy now. I am prosperity. Take a nice deep breath in and out and feel the shift within you. Allow the doubt, the confusion, whatever is coming up to melt away as you go back to that last sentence of I am prosperity. I am prosperity. In this small book that she wrote, It is Time for You to Be Financially Free, she says the key to financial freedom is to give back to the universe. In loving gratitude, more energy or more money than we spend on our bodily needs. This does not mean just spending more money on things we want or enjoy, but it rather means giving back to the universe in gratitude and appreciation for our gift of life. In just writing this statement, I can already feel the resistance and hear the laments. I don't even have money to cover my bills. How do you expect me to give money away? I hope that's not your voice. This is just the old entity fear cropping up. Just for a moment, set it aside and read the following information with an open mind. The application of this natural law is the key to your financial freedom. I will state it again. The natural law of the universe is give and take. The universe has given and we have taken. The universe has given us life and we have accepted it in the form of electronic energy, light, air, water, food, clothing, and shelter. Now, being subject to natural law, we must give something back to the universe. The fact that we have accepted this gift of life from the universe and have chosen to be in a physical body means that on a higher level through our superconscious minds, we understand about this law of give and take, and we have agreed to it. If we had refused to accept this gift of life, knowing that we were going to have to give something back in return for it, we simply would not have been allowed to come into the physical plane. Obviously, we are here. So we have agreed to accept this gift. In other words, we have danced to the music, and now it's time to pay the fiddler. Throughout history, world religions have been trying to get this fact across to us by having us tithe, which means giving a tenth of our income to the church. In my personal experience, the reason for tithing were never explained clearly enough, and there was always so much pressure from the head of the church that it never seemed like a free will gift. Giving in loving gratitude, but rather just another bill we had to pay. Because of that attitude, tithing usually doesn't have the effect of opening the prosperity flow. The attitude, motive, and spirit with which we give this money back to the universe is the most important thing about our gift. Our motivation must be that the money we are giving away is a gift of love. We are giving back to the universe in gratitude and appreciation for our gift of life. She goes on later to say, we must give money away. Okay? We must give it away. Just give it away. And that doesn't mean stupidly give it away. It means when you are drawn, when you are guided, when you are feeling that overwhelming urge to give to something, to someone, to the earth, to a cause, to a charity, to a homeless person, to something that stirs your heart, you give. You give what you can. Sometimes it's 50 cents, sometimes it's $1, sometimes it's $1,000, sometimes it's $10,000. You can give freely, and the universal marker for that is 10%. In fact, that's a well-known number to give in a lot of circles. A lot of wealthy people know this concept. They know this universal law. And when they have more money or they make a lot of money, they give that 10% to something or someone somewhere, because they know that universal balance of when you give money away, obviously you're making more space for new money to come in, and therefore give, receive, give, receive. You're also putting that money into use, into currency. The problem is when we are selfish and we decide, oh no, I don't want to give. I just want to take. And then you become all cluttered up and like a hoarder. You have way too much. You become overly protective of this money. The money is stagnant, it's not growing. And now you're in this stagnant, not growing space, and not just your financial, because you have money in the bank, but you're not spending it. So it's not like you're enjoying it, but you're stagnant in other areas in your life. You're going to start to feel like stuck. You're going to start to feel like nothing's moving. You're going to start to feel like it's never enough. You're just going to be staring at a number on a screen. And so the key takeaway for this lesson today, in using "it is time for you to be financially free" as a reference, is to affirm your prosperity every day, to clear the negative debris around giving and taking, and to embody generosity, to give. Start with $1, start with $2, start with a 5, start with a 10, start with a 20. Just allow yourself to give and to let go. Let go of that. To give money and then to receive money. So when somebody gives you $1, a $5, a $10, you find something. Money is a portal. It comes in all ways, shapes, and areas. It can't just stay stagnant. It's a currency. And now, during this global shift of money, the ante is higher. People have to make more, and that's just the reality of it. And so in order to make more, you have to boost your currency. You have to boost your energy, your vibration. You know, all this spiritual consciousness talks about boosting your energy, your vibrate. Well, how do you do that? You do it through spirit. This monotheism in this life is relatively new. The idea that there's a God who just gives, like, the, you know, Santa Claus, that is a relatively new concept on this planet. The old ways is to believe in nature. That's the old way. That's the ancestral way. That is the original spirituality on this planet, is that God is not in the sky per se, but God is in everything and everyone. There is a spirit. There is a tree spirit. There is a rock spirit. There is a building spirit. Your house has a spirit. Everything has a spirit. And when you tap into the spirit of something, then you can tap into all aspects of that. But our power has been stripped away because when they changed our religion, they changed how we communicate with nature. We are no longer part of nature. We are no longer in harmony with nature. We are no longer seeing the beauty of nature, but rather we are destroying God. We are destroying nature, which is many gods. So in the ancient way, it was that everything is God. And imagine if we walked in that way today. Imagine if we saw God in everything and everyone. When you saw somebody at the grocery store, you didn't just see somebody and ignore them and look at your phone or whatever. You would greet them as a God. Oh my gosh, there's God. There is God right there. Let me say hello, God. And then in return, that person would see you as God and say, oh my gosh, there is a God or there is a goddess. Hello, how are you? Are you doing okay? Just imagine the peace and harmony of walking in that way. And that's why before Columbus came to America, there wasn't all this trial. There wasn't this war like they make up. There was peace. There was harmony. There were protocols. There were respectful ways of dealing with conflict because we have basic respect for others. Another way to say it, if you have problems with the word God, is beloved. Everything is the beloved. Everything is beautiful. Everything is harmony. Everything is ho. Everything is in beauty. Even the evil parts of life, because nature is not all kumbaya. Nature can be very rough, as we've seen with hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis. I mean, she can be really disastrous, and that's nature. That's why we came to Earth, to experience good and evil, to experience it all. But we have to experience it in a way where we create it for ourselves and we honor each other and we respect each other. And we have to go back to those basic tenements to survive in this time. Because if you don't go back to those basic ways of looking at the world, this is going to be a very hard ride, a very hard ride. The old religion, and by old I mean Christianity, is not going to get you to where you want to go. The Abrahamic religions, which are the three triads of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, are war religions. They're war religions. And I know that's like mind-blowing to people, and it's going to be a huge spiritual awakening coming in these next few years. But those old religions of programming and dogma have to go. They have to go. And they'll take many, many aeons maybe, but they have to go. And it starts with us right here, right now, returning to our roots, returning back to what our ancestors believed, what they practiced, who they worked with, and how to elevate our life and lifestyles to match the current economy. So that's a lot to digest today. This is the Hunter's Moon, October 18th. It's a powerful time. It's Friday, the day of the goddess. Fun day, Friday, all those things. But I wish you all the best in this new world, in this new era. And every day that you return to your basic, original, ancient self is a beautiful day. And whatever comes your way, remember, I am prosperity. Many blessings until we meet again. Aho.